Hello and welcome back. Today we are discussing the Asia Cup squad of India that was declared on the 21st of August, which is 3 days back. So we all were expecting the squad to be announced around the 19th. It was delayed a bit. On 21st it was announced. There were a lot of question marks that we had in our minds. The topmost one being the injury update of Rahul and Shreyas Iyer. As per news sources, it was coming that both of them are not match ready, are not match fit. And of course, if you have to play for India, you have to play a few matches. You have to prove that you're fit and you're in form before getting a direct entry to the side. But unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, they both have been put into the squad. Though the squad ultimately has to be a 15-man squad, right now the preliminary squad that's been announced is a 17 plus 1. So a total 18-man squad, which to me honestly did not make much sense. I think the big question that arises in my mind is the Indian team in such a crisis that we don't have options, we don't have any players? Why do we need to go back to Rahul and Shreyas Iyer when they are injured? I'm not saying they aren't good players. They of course were two vital cogs for the Indian ODI setup. But since both of them had been injured for a while and it was known that they wouldn't be able to recover in time to be able to make it to the Asia Cup or any series prior to the World Cup, is this just a preparation to finally make space for them in the World Cup squad? I don't know, if it is, it probably is another example of the Indian side ignoring merit and going after big names. And it also exposes the fear within the Indian setup that if we don't have the experienced guys, these guys who have played, we cannot challenge the other sides. So first of all, let me tell you the squad. The squad is Rohit Sharma, captain; Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Suryakumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Rahul, Ishan Kishan, Hardik Pandya vice captain, Ravindra Jadeja, Shardul Thakur, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, Prasidh Krishna, mind you, a man who hasn't played an international game in about 1.5 years or so, has again been drafted in directly into the Indian side. No matter how good a player he may be, I am completely against selection of this kind, where any player, just because of the reputation or the opinions of the selectors, of the team management, is drafted right into the Indian team without having to compete and prove their form at the time of selection or at the time of the tournament. And the travelling standby player is Sanju Samson, which of course is to cover up for Rahul in case Rahul isn't there. He is the preferred wicketkeeper. That is what Rohit Sharma said. And Ishan Kishan of course is the second wicketkeeper. So Sanju Samson is like a third wicketkeeper who will cover up for Rahul in case Rahul isn't able to get completely match fit and therefore ultimately in the World Cup squad. Now the fact is that this is a very safe team that's been picked. These 18 players could have been picked by any of us. I don't understand why did they delay the selection so much. If they had to pick up 18-man squad, everybody knew who the 18 were to be. Now again, a few crucial questions that I want to raise. First one being that Suryakumar Yadav, in my humble opinion, and I may be wrong, is that he is not a one-day player. He is not a player who can be at his best in 50 overs cricket. He might give you a few 50s here and there. He might finish off games well. But somewhere the best of him is witnessed in T20 cricket itself, because that's where he's able to bat freely, he's able to hit the shots he wants at any point of time. In ODI cricket, they are trying him at number 6, which I also felt should be the best position for him. We are yet to see any impressive performance from him. He's also been picked on the basis of his reputation, and I understand that a lot of experts, a lot of former cricketers do support this move because of the potential that he has. But he's yet to perform, in my opinion. And again, is a tried and tested, yet someone who hasn't paid off so far. All other selections seem okay, but I don't understand why Prasidh Krishna again gets a direct entry, because ultimately if they are looking at him as one of the key players for the World Cup, then mind you, Mohammad Shami or Mohammad Siraj, one of them has to be left out of the World Cup squad, because ultimately the World Cup squad is going to be a 15-man squad. So who is the one who they are not going to be taking in the World Cup? Why do they want to try Prasidh Krishna right now? Maybe they want to see Prasidh Krishna because Virat Kohli's mentioned that he's a skiddy bowler, he's got good skills. So maybe if he does well, but I don't think in this much time, even if he does very well, we can conclude that he's better than Mohammad Shami or Mohammad Siraj, because they have performed consistently. Mohammad Shami of course has performed for a very, very long time. This is the third World Cup he'll be playing for India. Mohammad Siraj of late has been phenomenal. He's been the best fast bowler that India has. We cannot drop him. So I don't understand how we can create a position for Prasidh Krishna. Then comes Sanju Samson. Again, a curious case. Someone I also really advocated for. I wanted him to be part of the squad, but I think Sanju Samson, in my humble opinion, which may be wrong again, he has wasted the opportunities. He has missed the bus for the World Cup, in my opinion. He can only get in if KL Rahul is completely ruled out as a second wicket keeper, but as a batter, he has disappointed me. He has tremendous potential. He's a phenomenal batter, but he has not done enough in the opportunities that he received in the last few matches. I think he's been getting a lot of matches. He got a few opportunities. He failed to impress. That 151 of 40 deliveries and this 40-run knock against Ireland, I don't think they are good enough for us to say that he's a sure shot in the World Cup. For someone who's been playing and who's been around for so long, you expect some more maturity. You expect a bit more consistency. So I'm very disappointed. I don't think Sanju Samson should be in the bus for the World Cup. Nevertheless, my opinion matters less. What matters is how the team does, and I hope the Indian team does well in the Asia Cup. It bats to its potential, though overall it doesn't look like a very strong team on paper, to be very honest. But as Indians, we would hope, against hope, that the Indian team does well. That's all for tonight. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.